Hi, today we're gonna make a game called Simplecraft. Simplecraft is like a game like Minecraft, but it's not gonna be like scrolling. It's just gonna be a normal, simple coded game. So first, if we want to do it, we need to make our tiles. So Scratch has this good vector tile creating, but at the same time we could convert it to bitmap. The bitmap is a good function where it's little pixelated, and at the same time it's mating for importing like this, importing like photos and stuff. But since we're gonna make Simplecraft, which is of course Minecraft. Let's check the size by tapping. Now undo. Now over here we change the color to green. So if we make the green tile like that, we're okay. So we're gonna name it Sprite Costume Tile. Yep. Now this is gonna be simple. Now do when green flag clicked, you will need forever go to, and then in the operators times, and over here round and divided. Over here we right click duplicate, move it there. So when we're duplicating it, we will get this correctly, but we will need to make it like the size. So over here type 32, 32, 32, and 32. Now we're gonna over here move mouse X and mouse Y. In the X, move mouse X. In the mouse Y, move mouse Y. If you couldn't see that proper, I'll show you. First there's a times, over here 32, and then there's a round, and in the round there's divided, and in the first hole there's mouse X and 32. Even same in this one, but in the round divided, there instead of mouse X there's a mouse Y. So let's clean up the blocks. Yep. Now I'll just remove this, and we'll need the pen extension. Before that, I'll show you how does this work. There, it goes back. It goes to our mouse pointer. Now we're gonna get the pen extension. So let's go get the pen. The pen is the second one over here. So you always need, when green flag clicked, erase all. And then you will need a if then, and over here we're gonna have or key in sensing mouse down, or key space pressed. Over here, if we click in, you could see all these good things, but I'm gonna show you how to make a special key in the end of this video. So I'll go click space. Now we will need, when green flag click, over here reset timer. So if then, we will move it. Stamp. Stamp is another way to make infinite clones. Over here you could like have infinite clones, but the difference are you can code what a stamp to do. But in a clone you could do that, but in a clone there's a 300 clone limit. So if you want that 300 limit to go, people use stamp. But it's not like in controls when I start a clone and delete clone. It's not like that. So what we're gonna do is use stamp. Now over here, let's check it out. Yup, it's working good. But if you could see over here, the these blocks spread, but if we go over here, it goes like this. How? We will need to fix that. So if we want to fix it, we will go to costumes. So if we go to costumes, we will need to click on this sprite, make it a little wider. Now, still this problem's coming. That's why if the size is too big, it won't work. So we will over here, we will do set size to 80. So if we click set size to 80, yep, it's working okay. But move this farther. We can do it like middle, like here. We will need to fix that. So if I just check it out, it's going like that. That's why we need to over here see these clones. We need over here to make them work better. We will need to use controls and repeat like 80, but how lesser you do, that's how it works. And then you will need my block, name it empty, and empty. After you name it empty, scratch, like will have lesser progress to do, and you could do over here. We don't have to rename it empty, but if it's empty, do you know what we do? You create a variable called x, y, and x2 and y2. So see these variables? We create a set. We're gonna do set x and y to round, duplicate x2 and xy. Some people rename this empty, cause if like script is like this big, like about this size, people like say, oh, it's like running too fast. People like say that. That's why if this spreads out, each script has some space. That now it's better. Now that's why people will say that. So if we click show these variables and do change x2 by 1, x is coming the same. So 1 to fix. So we're not gonna fix that. We need to have a list called order. This list orders the numbers. So over here we're gonna do one green flag, click, add like any key, and then we're gonna make it repeat 26 times. So, and then we do in variables replace item 1 with thing, but we never clicked the green flag yet. So first we need to, when green flag click, delete all from order. So we need to do, in the replace part, we will need to move these, but we will need to change this to Y2, and we will change this to 2. And over here, item 1 of, we're gonna create a variable called list. Item 1 of list, and we're gonna duplicate this and there. So we're gonna of course hide this list. We will need to move not this round. We will need to move this round part, but with a small difference. We need to move 64 and not mouse X. We will need to use list, but we never even made set list. So we'll need to set list to, and we will need to set list to X position, Y position, and over here times, and another times Y position. Now order correctly, minus 0.9. So if we add that right over here, see, we got the numbers that we need. This is the part that we really needed to fix. Now we got the fix. But if we notice, it's coming the same. But at the same time, if you drag your mouse fast, the little bit lagginess might come. Now the lagginess went. So now we're gonna move the empty block like little farther, and we're gonna move empty over here. So if we go in the middle, it's 0 in this part. If we press the green flag, everything erases. Now we're gonna move if then. We're gonna move in the if then. We're gonna do if in variables. Let's show the list. This list. Now we're gonna do in if then. We will do item 1 in order, and we're gonna move in operators equals, and equals item 1 equals, we're gonna do the variable called list, and we will move it there. This will reduce some lagginess, so we will duplicate the same thing and do 4 and 4, not 4, 3, and duplicate 4. Now, but if we noticed, the script's very long. There is a way to make the script lesser. We're gonna make a variable called, it's called next line. In the next line variable, we're gonna move, new script, when green flag clicked, we're gonna do variables set this next line variable to 1. So over here, if we see, we could remove the useless blocks that we don't need. Now let's clean up the blocks by right clicking. There, it's cleaned up. But to smaller the scripts, we could move this one up here, and we could hide these variables and stuff and clean up the blocks again. Yes, we got it, but we never finished this part. So we will do change next line by 1, and we will move if then right over here, and we can move the script like here and do equals 4, and we're gonna do next line, we're gonna duplicate the script, but we're gonna remove these blocks and do set next line to 1, and we're gonna do change next line by 1 over here. So if we see that, see, it's glitching like each number, but you can't see 4. That's why we will change it to 5. Yes, now the limit is 4 for this variable. We fixed this part, but the thing, if we stamp it like up here, you could make it like how is your design. But if we notice, see the mouse, if we spin it, it's going like our mouse is going faster, right? That's why we will need to use plus. We're gonna have plus, and we're gonna move this over here, and we're gonna add 5, and there, this Y is working correct, but the X is not working that proper. I mean, like the Y is not like working that good, but the X is working way properly. That's why. The reason is Scratch, if you do go to mouse pointer forever, you could see it's like wiggling around, right? But how much big number you put, that's all better, less speed it gets. At the same time, this gets more worse. But if I want to show you the thing that I was trying to say in events, if I do when green flag clicked forever, you don't have to copy these codes. If I click go to mouse pointer, this wiggles like that. So if I do it, see, it's like I'm going like little bit backer. You don't have to copy the sprite too. So we will name this sprite blocks. This video could be useless for lots of things, like making a level editor game but not scrollable, and lots of things. But another thing, let's copy this and delete this and paste it and remove backspace this. Now we're gonna name this 2 because this is tile 2. We don't have to name it that much. So when green flag clicked and we got it over here, switch to costume tile, move it there. In controls, events, we're gonna do key Z pressed. It's comfortable pressing the key Z, and we're gonna do next costume. So if we click the green flag, press the Z key, next costume. Now it's easier so if we make these and click this key, now we could make this more simply. Now we're gonna duplicate this and move it down there. Switch to costume tile, duplicate that, switch to costume 2. Now we're gonna move down as possible and change it to 1, change it to 2. So if we press 1, 2, changes. Now save now, but like it's just a simple Minecraft. We did it together. Now in next video we will find out how to make each block a task, or we might do anything like a simple thing that you type in the comments, or we could do something in the extensions of video. Any extensions, we could do it. Thanks for watching this video.